Today's earbud review is the Samsung's flagship, the Samsung Galaxy Buds 2 Pro. The outer packaging design features a solid black background with the product's name and description printed in the center, presenting an overall clean and elegant appearance. Upon opening the packaging, it includes a data cable and 3 pairs of ear tips. The charging case is designed with rounded square edges, almost identical to its predecessor. The exterior is made of skin-friendly silicone material, providing a delicate and comfortable feel. Opening the lid reveals the earphone chambers and Sound by AKG branding on the back. The earphones are designed in a teardrop shape with 2 large external microphones on the panel, making them very eye-catching. The earphone chambers use a skin-friendly material, similar to the charging case, with the left and right ear markings on the inner side. Single ear, 5.2 grams. Chamber, 2.18 centimeters. Length, 1.8 centimeters. Width, 1.55 centimeters. The in-ear fit is extremely snug, fitting completely into the contours of the ear. Compared to the previous generation, the ducted is shorter, resulting in a slightly smaller overall size. Compared to the bean-shaped flagship, the Buds 2 Pro is considered to be very compact in size. The single ear weight is relatively light among bean-shaped headphones, making it suitable for extended wear. The bean-shaped design is perfect for lying on the side while sleeping and listening to music with no pressure at all. Music mode, single ear 8 hours, with a total endurance of 29 hours. Noise cancelling mode, single ear 5 hours, with a total endurance of 18 hours. The battery life performance is average, not outstanding, but it's sufficient for moderate use throughout the week. Test device, VIVO X100 Pro, normal mode, 230 milliseconds. Test device, OPPO Find N2, normal mode, 225 milliseconds. Since these are not Samsung smartphones, they don't support gaming low latency mode. The latency performance is quite average. Both tested phones show latency higher than 200 milliseconds. If used for gaming, there might be noticeable latency and a lack of synchronization between the audio and visuals. Maximum noise cancellation depth, 43 decibels. Average low-frequency noise cancellation, 34 decibels. Average mid-frequency noise cancellation, 25 decibels. Average high-frequency noise cancellation, 20 decibels. Overall average noise cancellation, 26 decibels. Noise cancellation bandwidth, 4000 Hz. Although the wearing experience of the Samsung Galaxy Buds 2 Pro has seen a significant improvement compared to the previous generation, passive noise cancellation, particularly in terms of high-frequency noise cancellation, has decreased compared to its predecessor. Fortunately, with the enhancement of the active noise cancelling algorithm, there has been a noticeable improvement of nearly 10 decibels in low and mid-frequency noise reduction compared to the previous generation. This improvement allows for more thorough noise reduction in windy, indoor, and subway environments. However, with the positive and negative aspects considered, the overall improvement in noise reduction of the Buds 2 Pro is not as significant as expected. In summary, its noise cancellation performance does not match that of its predecessor. Although it is still competitive within its price range, especially at around $189, it has been outpaced by top-tier models and even falls short in overall noise reduction compared to the recently released TWS2. We can only hope that the next generation of Buds Pro will surpass these limitations and regain its former glory. After all this discussion, let's listen and try out how it performs in real-world scenarios.
agenda items today. The first is to finish up briefly our discussion of punishment from last lecture. And the second is to start with the third unit of
Since the AKG branding is featured on the charging case, it's natural for this generation to adopt the latest Harman curve in its tuning style, making it essentially a Harman prototype. Upon actual listening, the high-frequency resolution is excellent, but the sense of density is average. The high frequencies are pronounced and sharpened, with a good extension. The mid-range vocals are slightly laid back and very clear, but the lack of density combined with the overly pronounced highs can give a dry and rough feeling. The low-frequency volume is moderate, with decent depth and intensity, providing a good sense of atmosphere. Honestly, I feel that the sound of the second generation is a step backward compared to the first. There's an overemphasis on dynamics and resolution with increased volume at both ends, which makes the mid-range, the most sensitive frequency range to our ears, sound rough and dry, lacking the natural balance of the first generation. The exclusive agreement SCC doesn't show as significant an improvement over AAC, and the fact that it doesn't support other phone brands is quite awkward. If you're looking for sound quality, my suggestion is not to set your expectations too high. Due to various promotional activities and extremely low prices, the Buds 2 Pro has received high praise and compliments on Quan. However, I still give honest reviews. While the noise cancellation performance seems excellent, it tilts too much towards the low frequencies, resulting in poor attenuation of mid to high frequencies and a noticeable ear pressure sensation. In terms of sound quality, it can be considered a regression compared to the previous generation. The support for compatibility is also relatively poor, as the low latency mode is only available for Samsung smartphones and not for other non-Samsung devices. Overall, if you can get it for around $200, it can be considered as an option. However, in the current market, it may not offer as good of a value for money compared to other options available. If you're not a Samsung user, I recommend waiting to see the release of new flagship Bluetooth earbuds later in the year. Pros: excellent low-frequency noise cancellation. Comfortable to wear. Cons: strong ear pressure sensation in noise cancellation mode. Sound quality regression compared to the previous generation. Lack of low latency mode for non-Samsung devices.